Hey, KHOU 11 is dedicated to keeping you weather smart. We're joined now by Tim Pandages. Tim, we've seen some storm clouds this afternoon. My yard needs rain.
We need a lot of rain, especially areas along the coast, and that's where we're finding some of the storm activity now. It's sparse in nature and it's drifting off into the open Gulf, but it's there for now, thankfully. Brazoria County, one of the hardest hit in terms of drought conditions with the latest drought monitor. Severe drought through much of the county there. A few downpours pushing on through, but not nearly enough to kind of get rid of that drought. As we go through the next 2 hours, though, models indicating another line of some showers. We have a weak boundary dropping on through, and that's our trigger to lift the atmosphere. So we may see another line developing here before the sun goes down and then dropping south and diminishing once we lose that daytime heating and that front kind of washes out. Now into tomorrow morning, it's quiet, warm, muggy, and into the afternoon hours past lunchtime, I think we see a few more storms developing here, although models have been backing off on that solution here just over the last run or two. We need the rain, as Ron was saying, and tomorrow we get another 40% chance, a very isolated shower early part of the day on Saturday, and then past that, we turn the heat up and we go very, very dry right through the rest of the weekend and much of next week. 92 out there now, despite dew points coming down a bit. Air's a little bit drier, so it can heat up a little faster. So we popped to 92, the warmest we've been all day. 91 at Conroe and Katy, 93 at Sugar Land, 91 also in Cleveland. By the way, at Bush, that was our 22nd 90-degree or hotter day. When you look past to 2018, we're tied with 2018 year to date, right up through June 2nd. So this evening, temperatures about 10 to 20% chance of an isolated shower, and then temperatures falling into the mid-70s. I want to toss it over to my colleague now, Kim Castro, who's out at Herman Park enjoying the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Kim, how's it going?
Tim, you were talking about another 90-degree day. No kidding, ladies, we feel it out here. It is very hot and very humid. I'm here with my two friends. You know, a very momentous day. I know, Rosemary, you are English, and so back in this day in 1952, the Queen took the throne. She's been there for 70 years. What does it feel like to be here today celebrating her?
Feels wonderful because I watched her being crowned the first time I ever saw television. It was in 1952.
Oh my goodness, and you're here with your best friend, Naomi. What's it like being with her, getting all dressed up, even though it's in the heat?
It's fun, it really is. It's a very memorable day for me. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining me with it, and now let's get down to it. It is very hot, yes. I'm actually going to let you ladies step into the shade, get into some air-conditioned space. I won't let you bear the elements with me. That would just be mean. Okay, but we are going to see those temperatures hold steady, upper 80s, low 90s, the humidity holding right around the low 70 marker, which means feels like the mid 90s. This event goes on until 8 o'clock, so Tim, the humidity is going to keep on climbing. And you know what? We're not only tracking that, but we're keeping a very close eye on the tropics. It is hurricane season now. Tim, what's the update?
It is day 2 now. We've got a storm that's just about to get named. It's no longer an investigative area. It is now potential tropical cyclone 1, meaning it's just not quite there yet, but it's close enough to impacting land that this allows the Hurricane Center to start throwing out watches and warnings to areas like western Cuba and southern Florida too. Hurricane hunters were out in the storm, their first recon mission of the season. Found winds not quite strong enough to make it to a tropical storm status. They need 39 or higher. They found 36. But it's close, and it's starting to get that development and that closed circulation. So this describes that system that's just not quite there yet, but it does pose a threat to land within 48 hours, which gives us a cone of uncertainty and also the tropical storm watches that have now been initiated for western Cuba and southern Florida. Here's the track from the Hurricane Center. It does strengthen it to a tropical storm, which would get the first name of the season, which is Alex. It's a low-grade tropical storm. It's going to be a large, broad system with a lot of rain, but 40-mile-per-hour winds, so just barely at that status, but strengthening further past its interaction with Florida, heading towards Bermuda and the northern Bahamas. Computer models have been very consistent here and clustered together, meaning that there's not much uncertainty in where it's heading. Southwest Florida looks to be the bullseye for this storm, and you can see the moisture shield is quite large, throwing a lot of rain in the direction of South Florida. Friday night into the day on Saturday, it exits, leaving behind upwards of a half foot of rain, so flooding could be the highest potential in South and Central Florida. Our weekend here is going to be one that'll be hot again, mid-90s for most of us, about a 20% isolated shower on Saturday. Past that, we are dry and hot, mid to upper 90s each day through the middle to end of next week.